Hey everybody, welcome to Bright Earth Yoga. My name is Hannah and today we have an intermediate flow for birth prep. We're going to work on strengthening the legs, opening the hips, and you don't need any props, although I will be using one today for double pigeon pose and seated. So if you'd like to have a prop, maybe a blanket or a pillow instead, go ahead and grab that, dress comfortably, and I'll see you on the mat. We're going to get started today standing at the top of the mat. All right, so let's settle in. Standing up nice and tall. I've got my feet together. You can stand with feet under hips if that feels better for you. And we'll take this moment to settle in. Taking the time to arrive on our mats. Notice the breath as it flows in and out the nose. Softly close the eyes if that feels comfortable for you, or soften the gaze. And relax the muscles around the mouth and the jaw area especially. And we're going to start today's class with standing half moon. So reach your arms up overhead. We'll lean to one side, stretching all the way through the whole length of the side body. And then to the other side. One more time each side. Just warming up the spine. Getting a nice gentle start to today's class. Good, now let's take just a slight back bend. So you might want to widen your stance a little bit. And then nothing too deep. You're just wanting to warm up the spine, open up the heart so it's less about leaning backwards, but press the hips forward and lift the heart space. Ooh, pop. Pops are okay. Unless they hurt, then pops are fine. All right, and come back to standing. I'm going to widen my stance really wide here to make space for my belly as we go through some half sun salutations. So let's start to connect breath and movement. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale, we're going to fold. So bend the knees for this first one especially and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up as you come to standing. And exhale, hands back down by your sides. Again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, bend your knees again as you fold. Working your way gently into the back body. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back position. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands come down by the sides. Last time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Plenty of space for my belly here. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, you fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up as you stand. And exhale, hands back down by the sides. Chair pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up and sink the hips back. Again, I've got my feet really wide here. Just creating a little extra space. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Deep breaths coming in and out the nose. If this is a lot for your arms, you can reach your arms out ahead. Maybe that makes you feel more stable today. All right, on a breath in, we're going to reach up and come back to standing. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale back to your chair pose, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Feeling it fierce today. Warming up the legs. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're going to fold, wide-legged forward fold. Well, it's wide-legged compared to my normal, but not super wide, just enough to make a little space. And I'm going to find some movement back and forth as I continue to breathe. Working my way into the legs. Just a little free movement here. Anything that you feel your body needs to wake up here at the beginning of class. All right, so I'm going to plant my hands now and step it back to plank pose. Good. Now I've got my toes together and my heels are drawing in towards each other instead of splaying out to the sides. Activating all the muscles of the body here. All right, keep breathing. Don't hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips. Exhale back to downward facing dog. All right, walk out your dog just a little bit so we can warm up through the back body and especially the calves. Especially working through the calves here. I don't know if you have calf cramps like I do. I haven't had that many this pregnancy, but it still feels really nice to get a good calf stretch in. All right. So from downward facing dog, we're going to move into our first sequence. So lift the right leg up and bring it forward for a grounded low lunge. Lower the back knee. Good. And then we'll take a deep breath in and exhale. Send the hips back. We're just going to flow here with the breath. Inhale, move forward. And exhale, shift hips back. Keep going, moving with a pace of your own breath. Got it. All right, so the next time you come back into your grounded low lunge, we're going to pause there. And you can stay here, or if you need a little bit more, you can move into a diagonal quad stretch. So just reaching back with your right hand for your left foot. Opening up through the front of your left hip. All right, and release that. And then kickstand that left foot for a modified extended side angle. So I'm going to heel toe my right foot more towards the center of the mat. And then reach the arms up and out here, pressing forward through the front space of this hip. Good. And then I'm going to plant my forearm and reach up overhead. Lengthening through the side body. And continuing to breathe deep breaths in and out the nose. Windmill the arms back down. And come back to plank. All right, let's hold this plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1, and downward facing dog as you exhale. All right. Moving on to the other side, lift your left leg as you inhale and step forward for your grounded low lunge. Drop the back knee and we'll flow. So take a deep breath in and exhale, half splits. Move with the pace of your own breath, making this flow your own. And then the next time you come back to your grounded low lunge, you can stay here or reach back for a diagonal quad stretch. If you need a little more, there's no need to do this pose. This is just a little extra. Keep breathing. And release. Coming into our modified extended side angle. I'm going to move my foot towards the center, my left foot towards the center of the mat. Kickstand the right foot and windmill the arms up. Good. Press the right hip forward. Plant the forearm and reach up and over with the right hand. Lengthening through the side body. Keep breathing. And bring the arms back down. Step it back to plank pose. Toes together, drawing heels in towards each other. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On an exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Moving on to the next sequence. On your inhale, reach the right foot up and step it forward for high lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good, and we're going to flow here again. So I'm going to step it up just a little bit to give myself a little more room to move. On your inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, lower and tap the back knee. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, tap the knee. That's 2. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, tap. That's 3. 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach up. Last time. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach up. We're going to plant that back foot. Come into extended side angle. So forearm to thigh, reach up and over. You can, of course, reach your hand all the way down to the mat if that's available to you in your body today. Feel your legs strengthening. Now this front of the left hip is pushing forward just a little bit so that everything is nice and open here. And then bring the arms back down, step it back to plank pose. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, send the hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step it forward. Coming into high lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good. I'm going to hop that back foot up a little bit to make some space. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. 1. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. 2. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. 3. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. Last time. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, up. Plant the back foot. Adjust the feet for extended side angle. Whoop. If you lose your balance, be careful. Please don't fall. Good. Nice and open through the side body. Pressing right hip forward. Keep breathing. And bring the arms back down. And step it back to plank pose. All right, this time we're going to move into side plank pose. Reach it up. We're going to do both sides. Doesn't matter which side. Good. You can lift the top leg and switch sides. Sukhasana. Lift the leg if you want. And come back down. On your next exhale, hips go up and back. Downward facing dog. Really starting to feel warm now. Take a couple of breaths here in your down dog. Then when you're ready, on your next breath in, lift the right leg up and step it forward. Plant that back heel And spin the arms up as you come to face the side of the mat for goddess pose. So bring the heels in. Good. Goddess pose. You can add in goddess arms if you like. Then we're going to flow here. So bring the hands together, Kali Mudra, index fingers are released. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, come back down. Inhale up. And exhale, back down. Keep moving with the pace of your own breath. Just a couple more and then we'll switch directions here. All right, so switch directions. Have some fun with it. Last time around. Good, and sink back down into goddess pose. On your next breath in, reach up, stand up. Warrior 2, widen your stance. Good. Reach the arms out. Keep breathing. Make sure you can see your big toe. And flip the palm. Inhale, exhale. Peaceful warrior. Just a breath here. And windmill the arms down. Plank pose. If you like, you can meet me in side plank. Lift the leg. And switch sides. Side plank. Lift the leg. And come back to plank. On your next exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Reach the left leg up. Exhale. Step it forward. All right, adjust the legs here. Plant the back foot. Inhale, sweep up to goddess pose. Heels in, toes out. Good. All right, this time we're just gonna inhale, reach up. And exhale, goddess. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold here. On your next breath in, inhale, reach up. And find your warrior 2. Widen your stance. Gaze over front fingertips. Look down, check and see if you can see your big toe. Then flip the palm. Inhale and exhale. Peaceful warrior. Just a breath here. And then windmill the arms down. Step it back to plank pose. Meet me in half plank or side plank if you like. Sukhasana. Lift the leg. And switch sides. Lift the leg. Back to center. On your breath out. Hips high. Downward facing dog. Allow your breath to come back to a nice slow pace. If you're as big as me, you're probably out of breath right now. Little ones squishing up on our lungs. And we'll take a cleansing breath. So find a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale. Again, in through the nose. Open the mouth to exhale. Good. All right, so I'm going to come down to hands and knees just for a few cats and cows here. Some nice gentle movements as we slow down today's practice. Inhaling through cow pose as you drop the belly, and exhaling through cat pose. Round the spine, really stretch through the back here. Inhale And exhale. Just another round here. Inhale. And exhale. Back to neutral. Take the knees wide for child's pose. If you don't have a lot of space in your body right now, you can of course rest on a bolster or a stack of pillows. I'm going to go ahead and just reach my arms out and rest my forehead gently on the mat. Just allowing a little bit of time here for the nutrients of the practice to soak in. Notice the feeling of the blood and the warmth coursing through your body. Just another couple breaths here. And slowly lift up out of your child's pose as you walk the hands back. Bring knees together. I'm just going to sit off to one side of the legs. For Janu, I can never say this, oh my goodness, it's my word. For Janu, Sukhasana. All right, so if you're a knee person like me, you can take both legs wide. Otherwise, you can draw heel in towards the hips. I'm going to be like here today because the weather is cold and my knee doesn't like that. Stretch through the side body. Good, and you can start to turn downwards a little bit towards that extended leg. You won't, of course, be able to fold completely flat over your leg because of your belly, but you can turn just a little bit, enough to access this space in the lower back. It feels really nice to stretch. Not to mention the backs of the legs. Good, now move to the other side. Keep the breath nice and steady and even, flowing through the nose. And then you can start to turn down towards this leg. Good. Inhale as you come back up, and we'll just fold down the middle just a little bit here. Again, there's no need to look like a pancake. You probably won't be able to. You can rest on a bolster or a pillow, or like me, you can just come down onto your elbows. So you can rest your chin on your hands. Create a little ease in the neck here. Point the toes up towards the ceiling or the sky. Whatever's up there, wherever you happen to be. And come back to center. So we're going to move into a seated double pigeon pose. There are, of course, other versions of pigeon if that's more comfortable for you and your body. I'm going to use a block because, again, I'm a knee person. Not my identity, just that's where my body is. So we're going to stack the legs like so, ankles to knees. And there's no need to really double down on alignment here, in my opinion, because all of our hips are really different and anatomy is going to play a huge role here. But if your knee is floating up off of the mat, it's a good idea to kind of stabilize it with a block that can send just the right signals to your brain so that your body gets these cues to relax. Like, this is okay here. This is supported. This is a good, loving place to be. We're going to sit here in double pigeon, stretching out the hips. find yourself leaning forward and can't quite sit up straight, you can readjust and sit on a blanket, or you can just bring your hands down by your sides, coming onto your fingertips, pressing yourself up, just giving your seat just that little tiny bit of lift that you need to be able to sit up straight. Good. And then if you're feeling like it, and if you have the space for it, in this little triangle here, you can fold a little over the front leg. Can help you deepen the pose, get a little more into that hip. Gently start to press yourself up, and then we'll switch sides. Stacking the opposite leg on top, readjusting. Remember that the sides of the body are really different. So this pose may look or feel very different from the first side that you did. And that's totally natural. That's okay. And that is all of us. No one is symmetrical. Deep breaths in and out the nose as we settle down here at the end of our practice. Soften the jaw, the muscles around the mouth. No one is looking. Just let your mouth go slack. And if you feel you have the space for it, you can fold into the pose. Good, so I'm going to slowly press myself up out of the pose and come into a comfortable seat, such as Sukhasana. I'm going to sit off of my block here so that I can tilt my pelvis forward and sit up nice and straight. You can do the same with a blanket or a bolster or a pillow, whatever you happen to have on hand at home. And this way I can allow my knees to meet the mat, and so my hips are higher than my knees. The tops of the legs relax here. Pelvis tips forward, meaning the hip points are, which you probably can't feel very well right now, they're starting to come a little forward. You sit up nice and tall with the shoulders melting down away from the ears. Hands can rest wherever feels most natural or most comfortable. Maybe on your thighs or on your belly. You can bring one hand up to the heart. And again, close your eyes or soften the gaze. So you relax the muscles of the face, especially around the mouth and the jaw area. We'll spend just a few moments here in a seated pose, soaking up all the benefits of this practice. Maybe you can feel baby kicking, or if your baby's like mine, she's asleep. Allow the breath to soften the body as it flows gently in and out the nose, easily, naturally. If you have time for a Savasana here at the end of class, you are welcome to move into a Savasana, maybe propped up or lying on your side, using props to make yourself comfortable. Make sure you find time here at the end of class to just rest, to find that place of ease and peacefulness before you head back into your busy day. And if you're ready to end here, we're going to bring palms to press at heart center and bow head down to heart. It was an honor guiding you in this practice today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.